watching Crisis in America. I'm your host, Tabitha Veal. In this episode, we meet Joseph and Felicia Whitehead, a young, successful couple that reside in New York City. Joe and Fifi, as they are affectionately known, met while attending Norfolk State University in 2001. After graduation, they got married and both attended graduate school at Howard University. They obtained master's degrees and relocated to New York City after Joe received his dream job, a stockbroker. Felicia became a successful fashion designer for Baby Phat. Together, the Whitehead couple had an income close to $200,000 a year. But years later, they had no idea that their lives would change. Here's their story.
I could have had any woman I wanted, but Felicia was the only one for me. She makes me feel like a better person.
Thanks, babe.
She and I are just blessed to be able to have all of the things that we do have. We understand that there are other people that are not as fortunate as we are, so we count our blessings daily. The big house, the cars, our careers, we are just grateful for what we have.
That is right. Even though our careers do not allow us to be with each other as often as we would like, we do appreciate one another and all that we have done as a couple. Go Team Whitehead.
But the laughter would not last long. 7 years after meeting one another, those laughs would turn into tears of frustration, which is two words that have affected most of Americans today: economic recession. When the stock market fell, Joseph was not able to bounce back from it and was forced to leave the job that he once dreamed of doing for the rest of his life. He tried his best to find work afterwards, but after being told repeatedly that he was overqualified for the many jobs he applied for, Joseph was forced to do the unthinkable: apply for unemployment. Felicia still had her job at Baby Phat, but due to the people not buying expensive clothing like they did before, she had only two choices: be told to resign or take a significant pay cut. Due to the fact that her husband was no longer employed, she had to take the pay cut. Prior to the economic recession, they had money saved up for a rainy day. Little did they know that the rainy day was quickly becoming a tsunami for not only Team Whitehead, but for America as a whole.
After Joe lost his job, we took all of our savings and put it towards our mortgage, which gave us about 6 months to work with. I thought that he would be able to find work in 6 months, but he keeps talking about how hard it is out there. Even when Ms. Sims cut our pay, I knew we had to do something, but I did not know what it would be. I love my husband, but I don't think that he is trying hard enough to find a job.
As the tsunami grew stronger, the bill collectors that they did not have problems with before became mortal enemies. The phone never stopped ringing, and when it did, it was because the phone company turned it off due to non-payment. The money was sluggishly coming in, but the bills seemed to come one after another. The straw that broke the camel's back came when they received a letter saying that their dream home was going into foreclosure.
When that letter came, it was like my world came crumbling down. I felt emasculated. I could not take care of my family.
Joe and Felicia were forced out of their $800,000 home in Manhattan, and after a couple of weeks in the hotel, they moved into the basement apartment in Harlem. Going from living in the lap of luxury to the heart of the ghetto also took a toll in their relationship. Take a look at this hidden camera footage.
You got time to sleep? You need to get up. I know you're not sleeping. You need to be making some phone calls, looking at some newspapers on the internet, something. You need a job. You don't got time to be sleeping.
Yo, why are you waking up?
What do you mean, Rob? I just finished telling you
like,
why you need to wake
I was just up all day working, yo. Why are you coming over here waking me up, nigga, and sleep? I don't want to hear that.
You ain't got no job. You don't have a job. Where you working at? Where you working at? Where the money at?
You got it. You got it.
Where the money at? Where the money? Bills need to be paid. Oh, you out? You out? Well, get out. Step. Because I don't need you here. You ain't doing nothing for me. You can leave. Step on the door. Dismissed.
I don't know what happened to us. I have often heard that romance without finance is a nuisance, but I thought that me and Fifi were bigger than that. We never argued before, and now it seems that this is all we do. She left me about a month ago, and I miss her. I want things to be like they used to be.
I promise to be with him in sickness and health, to death do us part. While our marriage is dead, he can't help me with the bills because he doesn't have a job. I know that he is trying, but trying is not going to keep the bill collectors from calling me, nor will it ease the fact that we are deep in debt. I need Joe to do what he told me before we got married. He told me that I would never want for anything.
America, Team Whitehead is now a defunct entity in America. The sad part of this story is that there are thousands, if not millions, of Team Whiteheads in the richest country in the world. America is in a crisis. What can be done to get out? Until next time, I am Tabitha Veal. Good night, America.